Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. You know, the video game world must be feeling generous because, well, you get a showcase, and you get a showcase, and you get a showcase. On this episode, we'll be covering the hottest titles and games shown off in both the Sony State of Play and the Xbox Game Showcase. In our minds, one was a clear winner, but we'll let you decide which one. First, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, he's the guy that asked, do I really have to watch all these trailers? It's Ryan.
Bro, in my head, I'm still at Fan Fusion, hanging out, just having fun. You know, like I want to talk to the people. I want to be here, but I'm glad.
we did have a good time at Fan Fusion. We'll get to that here in just a second. Because joining us, he thought everything looked great until Super Meat Boy 3D gave him PTSD. It's Ace.
Man, something about Super Meat Boy, like you play it once and then you see it again and you're just like, oh no. I died so many times there.
I have never played Super Meat Boy, but I will say this, Super Meat Boy 3D has me quite intrigued, man. Maybe it's all the Elden Ring Night Rain we've been playing, but the masochist in me is like, more, give me more failure.
Well, you got the right game for sure.
Yeah. So, guys, we did just get back from Phoenix Fan Fusion. It was an amazing time, man. We had a booth there. We got to meet literally thousands of amazing people. We got to kind of spread the word about the podcast. We all dressed up in cosplay. I mean, it was just a freaking blast, dude. I don't know if people can tell, but my voice is actually a little tired from talking for 3 days straight. But man, what a good time. So, we streamed this live on our Twitch, which was awesome. So we had a bunch of people in our Twitch channel hanging out and watching all the cool cosplays and the people and stuff like that too. So if you are not following us on Twitch, this is your reminder that we do actually stream quite a bit now. The Altars is coming out on Friday.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Ryan's going to be streaming that because we have been hyping that game up like crazy. I know we're really excited about that one as well. So this is your reminder. Follow us on Twitch, and that way you can hang out with us whenever we're going live on some event or playing a new game for the first time or something like that. So. And Ace, I am calling you out now, or requesting your commitment now to make next year's Fan Fusion, Ace.
I will be there. All right, you know what? Mark it down. I'll be there next year. You do it again next year. I'll be there.
Oh, we're doing it next year, and Ace is committed. So we now have this on audio and video.
And then they have the tattoo little parlor set up, and we can get Ace's rat tattoo live on Twitch.
I don't know if I trust some random tattoo person at a convention to give a good tattoo or not.
Man, how much were they charging? I know how much the interviews there charged or whatever, and I was like, oh
yeah,
oh my gosh, probably a
lot.
lot.
The meet and greets, not interviews.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, listen, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, okay, we're actually going to do a couple of these episodes this week because, we have the Summer Games Fest that happened literally while we were at Fan Fusion. So we had no idea, what got announced to the world. We saw people in our Discord server talking about it. And, for the first time ever, I was like, I have no idea what people are talking about.
Did you see this? Did you see it? No, unfortunately,
no, we didn't see a thing, man. What are you talking about? So, and then we got the Xbox and the PlayStation showcases, which had a slew of games each. We don't have time to cover every single game that was announced or revealed or shown at both of these showcases. So what we did is we kind of went through and just said, hey guys, what games are you most interested in? Personally, which ones do you want to talk about? We got some information for some big games like Ghost of Yotei, for instance. Everybody is super excited about that, but we got another cinematic trailer that showed us Diddly Squat. So,
still no gameplay. Still nothing to really show.
I would love to talk about Ghost of Yotei, but there's nothing to talk about because it's cool. We get a demo in July, they said, where they're actually going to show off the gameplay and stuff. So this is another one where we got a trailer that is an announcement of an announcement. So it's Why is this a trend now, man?
Oh gosh, trying to keep the hype meter.
By the way, we're still here. We have nothing to show you, but we're still here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, just show up when you have something to show, man. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know. So that's all right. So let's just dive in, guys. That's Ghost of Yote.
That's it.
Again, that's it. We're excited. We don't know why, because we've got no gameplay shown off to be excited about for the most part, but we are excited about it. But let's just talk about the elephant in the room for a second.
Oh,
Did you guys think this state of play was any good at all?
No, not a single thing really stood out to me, unfortunately.
I mean, I have zero, and I mean zero console loyalty. Like, legitimately. I know there's people that love their Xbox. I know there's people that love their PlayStation. The console wars have been raging, longer than people have been fighting in Middle Earth over the centuries. And it's like, I could care less. I just want to play a good game. Whatever console it's on doesn't matter to me. Dude, this state of play was, I don't want to say garbage, but it was kind of garbage, man.
They didn't have a single thing I would consider a ringer. Like, nothing like from PlayStation themselves, like God of War or anything to show off that mattered, honestly.
Why have a state of play?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, why?
Maybe they were overconfident. Maybe they thought the stuff they had was better than it is, or better than it came across in what we saw. It's kind of weird, to put out what they put out.
Now, do you think that the reason they did Ghost of Yote was to try to salvage the state of play and be like, guys, look, these games really not that interesting to a lot of people. Like, we got to throw a big name in here. Can we get a trailer, like a 60-second trailer for Ghost of Yote? You think we could throw that in there, guys, to make it sound good?
There were two baskets there they put all their eggs in, and one was Ghost of Yote, and the other, it was Silent Hill F.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Silent Hill F here in a little
That's
bit.
what they were fully reliant upon.
Let's just start with what I think is the highlight of the state of play from PlayStation, and that is a game called Tokon Fighting Souls. This is the Marvel 4v4 fighting game that they just announced. I know John was saying that he was really hoping that we were going to get Marvel versus Capcom 3 or whatever it is. Bro, this is as good as it gets for that wish, man. I love the art style in this game. I like the moveset in this game, the roster of characters. I mean, we saw a wide variety of Marvel characters in here. What did you guys think about this? Because I think it looks great.
Oh, dude, everything about it. Yeah, everything about it looked so good. And it was funny because I put it on and I was watching it, and immediately I was like, dude, John's going to flip. And I'm watching and I'm like, I got to send this to him. And then, me being me, I got distracted and forgot. And then like an hour or two later, he hops in. Guys, have you seen this? I'm like, yeah, dude, absolutely. I love the look of it. I have been itching for a good fighting game like that in a long time, for a long time. And I think this one, I'm very hopeful, and I have the hype meter maxed out right now. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Can I just say I love how many superhero games are going for a more artistic comic book-esque style than more than a realistic style. Like, it just really shows like the diversity in design when you do things like that. Like Rivals has such a standout style. And then from that, we've just seen a trickle down of amazing outfits for superheroes.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I like the kind of art take that they're putting on these, so it's not just something that looks like every other fighting game out there, you know, as far as that goes. I will say my one concern is just the 4v4 aspect. Like,
that's a lot of health.
Towards the end of this trailer, it started looking crazy, man. I mean, you've got a pile of 4 people over here, a pile of 4 people over here, and they're all doing crazy stuff, and it was just like, what is going on right now, man? Like, so, I mean, we'll see. But yeah, this to me was the standout game for the PlayStation State of Play on this one. I can't wait to see more, but I've been itching for a good fighting game. And so this might be the one, because it's like, I don't think I have the time or desire to try to get good at Street Fighter 6. It's been out for a long time. I don't want to just get boat raced in every match from people that have been playing it for 2 years. So Fighting Souls is that kind of entry point to say, hey, I do want to get into a fighting game, and this one looks darn good. Let's talk about the other game that I think looks pretty darn good. We talked about this in a recent episode, but we hadn't had any actual gameplay on it. And that is, we got a look at 007 First Light. We actually got to see a decent bit of gameplay on this one. We got a lot more information on it. Not to say I was right, but it was like, this is kind of the prequel to 007 and kind of where he gets his start and all that. So I thought that was like a really neat take. We talked about origin stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys think of this one?
I think that since it's being done by the Hitman devs, it's already going to be perfect. And then watching the gameplay, that just completely confirmed it for me. I was like, oh, this is like smooth assassination gameplay. I'm loving this. And I haven't seen any of the 007 movies.
Yeah, what? Hold on. Whoa, hold on.
I haven't seen one in forever, dude.
I think I
saw like one or two of the Pierce Brosnan ones, and that's it.
Best Bond, by the way. He's
Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah,
I think so too. Sean Connery was pretty good, but then he was kind of old.
I haven't seen it, but this got me interested in checking out the franchise. Like, okay, so he might actually be kind of cool, not outdated.
Oh, he's so cool, man.
It's 007.
Yeah, dude, it's 007. I liked this a lot. I'm really excited for a quality like secret agent game again. The gameplay looked good. The shooting looked awesome. It's in, you know me, I'm a sucker for an origin story. So how you can develop and become James Bond and then do your missions and progress. I think it's going to be really good. I'm excited. And again, like you said, Hitman devs, it's going to be solid.
Hitman devs know what they're doing.
Yeah.
This game looks fully fleshed out to me, dude. I mean, you get cars, you're driving in the city, you're racing and stuff like that. You've got gunplay, you've got stealth. I mean, this is kind of an all-around game that looks very, I hate to reference like GTA for everything, but it kind of has that GTA where it's like, it is a fully fledged game. You are getting, moving around on the ground, you're getting driving, you're getting stealth, you're getting heist type stuff where you have to like, infiltrate areas and stuff like that. I mean, this is what I imagine a Bond game to be, and it looks very, very well done. So this one is way up there for me as far as like, I'm pretty darn interested to see what becomes of this game, man. So, and then we kind of start to fall off the rails a little bit, man. I mean, the only ones that are even worth talking about, in my opinion, we got a trailer for a game called Sea of Remnants. I mean, why did you not just call this Sea of Thieves redone? You know what I mean? Like, you can't call it remastered because it's not, but it's like, this is legitimately Sea of Thieves with a fresh coat of paint on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not as ugly.
It's not as ugly. I mean, I got to give them credit. The art style's good. Like, you see them sailing around on the water, and I'm like, okay, this kind of actually looks pretty neat. But then you see the gameplay stuff, and I'm like, this is just Sea of Thieves. I got Sea of Thieves at home, and it's free, man.
Do pirate games work? That's what I want to know. They don't.
They should work.
They should.
Everybody wants a good pirate game.
But they don't. They don't work. Like, we've seen it over and over again. Pirate games just did not work outside of one exception, and that was Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Right. I was going to say Black Flag. Yeah, that's the only one that I know of that people have, like, pretty universally said, wow, this was, like, a really good pirate game. I don't know, man. Sea of Remnants, I really don't have a whole lot to say about it. I mean, I liked the art style on it.
Yeah.
That part I thought was neat, but otherwise, this seems like it's just a direct ripoff of Sea of Thieves. I'm sure that there's a couple tweaks to it, but it's like, how much can you tweak that formula, So, Tides of Tomorrow, this one has me intrigued, but it's also like, I don't really understand what this game is. I think the art style, once again, looks really cool. But art style can't necessarily carry a game either.
No. It has to be cohesive with what you have with the gameplay and the music and the characters, it was something I talked about in the Indie Art episode. If you haven't listened to that, go listen to it.
Good plug. Solid plug.
Yeah, but art style can only take a game so far. And this game, like, they showed a little bit of it, but I still just kind of don't get it, if that makes any sense.
I don't get it either. I am intrigued.
I'm intrigued.
I will say I'm intrigued, yes. I don't know that I'm hyped. I'm just more curious than anything.
Yeah.
I do think they're definitely trying something new, it seems like. It seems pretty unique. The aspect, I don't fully understand it either. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think like you got the other players that can steal the same stuff you're trying to steal, from a different server or whatever. So then they get it first, and dang, you missed out on that one. But I love that we're seeing something new and unique. Hopefully, it all works out and it becomes something good. But I love to see innovation. Even if it doesn't work sometimes, maybe the next time it will. So that part's exciting for me.
It does look like a unique game. That's why I say I'm intrigued, because it does not look like all the other slop that's out there. There was one called, what was it called? Pragmata or something, where it's like some little doll girl cyborg thing.
Yeah.
But it looked like every other game I've ever seen in my entire life, man. Like, it's just like the gameplay is like, I feel like I've seen this 1,000 times, man. So I don't know. I really wasn't impressed with this. And then we have Silent Hill Fail. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that says Silent Hill F. Sorry about that.
You took my joke from.
Did I?
Dang, the great joke, Josh. It's wonderful.
yeah. I'm glad I thought of that. So.
Entirely original.
Guys, like, I loved Silent Hill back in the day. Silent Hill 2, the remaster or remake or whatever it was, looked really good, man. Like, it got a lot of praise from people. They were like, hey, this is a really good kind of modernization of it. Silent Hill F, it doesn't do a thing for me, dude.
It feels like it's really lost what made Silent Hill. And I don't really know how to describe that. On that feeling, but
it's not creepy.
It's not creepy, and then the setting doesn't work for me, and maybe that's just a personal thing. But like,
it just looked bad. I was watching this, I'm like, this is like a really bad movie. Like, this doesn't look good at all.
It really didn't. We're gonna talk about Resident Evil 9, the reveal of that. I think Resident Evil 9 looks insanely like terrifying compared to Silent Hill, which should be way scarier than Resident Evil should be.
Yeah,
you know. So it's like I don't know, man. I think this is a whiff, in my opinion. I know they're trying to capitalize on that Silent Hill name, but this one didn't do a thing for me. I didn't even really think it looked that scary, honestly.
It didn't look scary. It didn't look intriguing, and I didn't really feel confused by it either. I was like, oh, another Japanese horror game.
Yeah.
that's all I felt.
Yeah, I don't know. So I will say the trailer got a little bit better the further in it got, to where I was finally like, okay, well, at least they're trying to lean into some of the scary stuff now. But again, it just, I don't know. It didn't really do it.
Very
for me.
meh.
Well, guys, let's talk about the Xbox game showcase, because this one I actually thought showed us some really good stuff, dude. Sorry, PlayStation. To me, this one was a miss. I mean, it sounds like it was a miss to both of you guys as well, as far as that goes.
Definitely a miss.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but thankfully, Xbox is on their game right now, man. You know, for a while they were seriously lagging behind PlayStation, but boy, I'll tell you what, man, they have really turned things around lately, in my opinion. I want to start with what I think is the best looking game out of all this, a game that I actually had wish listed already before this showcase. And that is a game called Clockwork Revolution, man.
Oh, dude.
Oh my goodness, dude. This game looks fantastic to me, man.
Yeah. Are you guys ready? Buckle in, man, because this thing is going to be sweet. I got super excited watching this trailer.
Yeah, I did. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about it, man? Because I think it looks fantastic, dude. I love the art style. I love the setting. I mean, what is this game in a nutshell?
It's very, gosh, man. It's just got a lot of those aspects of like the steampunk look to it, where I mean, the comedic nature. You're going in that crazy old guy with the huge mustache. It's just nuts and just kind of almost like a Scrooge McDuck type guy.
Yeah.
And you're going through that area and he's there's I'm trying to think, it's almost like, what would you guys compare it to as far as like the look and the art style? Almost BioShock.
I was going to say
BioShock-ish. Yeah, okay.
That's the perfect mix.
That's a good combo.
It is a steampunk BioShock Dishonored about stealing.
Oh, say it again, baby. Say
perfect.
it again.
Steampunk BioShock Dishonored, baby.
I was like, okay, BioShock and what? But that's perfect, dude. That is a good description. Yeah, so the look of it, the art style, the game, the game just looks good and it looks exciting. Unlike the other stuff we saw with the PlayStation Showcase.
Yeah. It looks original. Honestly, I mean, I know we just referenced two beloved games, but Clockwork Revolution looks very original to me. I mean, you have these really standout human characters. You have these kind of robotic, like, servant / characters.
It has an identity with like the humor that it's bringing into this world, and like it, unlike like Atomic Heart, sorry to take shots, it doesn't have blank slate characters, it seems.
How dare you?
So
We're
far.
gonna talk about Atomic Heart 2 here in a little while in another episode as well. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, this was one of the better trailers that I've seen. It's a long trailer, man. It's what is this, like a 6-minute trailer or something like that?
Yeah, this had a lot to it.
They really do the setup with the characters. Like you said, they showed you the Ebenezer Scrooge kind of guy that's yelling at everybody, and then they show some of the robots, and then they kind of get into this character, but then they start getting into the world where it's like, hey, people have learned how to like, alter time or like use time as a tool, which you don't even see in the first couple minutes. So I was oh, wait a minute, this is really cool. They get into that whole like facet where they show the world changing. So it's like the same location, but it's like one is it's war torn, and then the other one it's this like thriving metropolis kind of thing. And then they get into a lot of the combat and stuff too, where it's like your guy gets to rewind time. So they show you like blowing up a stack of bricks with some grenade or weapon or something like that, and then your dude like rewinds it, and the stack of bricks goes all back together. And then you can like duck behind it for cover. Yeah. And they really start showing off the weapons and like the attachments and stuff. And like, dude, I was just like, this game just keeps getting better and better, man. Like everything seems so fleshed out on this. It seems like a complete game to me. It very much has the Dishonored vibe. It very much has that BioShock feel with the characters in the world and like something is going on. Bro, Clockwork Revolution is way up there for me at this point. So I cannot wait to find out more about this one.
I'm very excited to learn more. Yeah. I'm 100% on board with this one.
Yeah, this is going to be sweet.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny because, like I said, I had it wish listed, and I was like, "Oh, look, I already know about this game." Man.
You're like, "Yeah, I know." I mean,
where are you?
The comedy on it, like, is what really got me too. I love games that can make you laugh, but also are enjoyable and exciting. Like when the crazy guy runs in because somebody burglarized him or burglared him.
I've been burgled.
I've been burgled. Yeah, and then they're talking. He's like, "Well, sir, do you know anyone that would want to do you harm?" And then they pause and then just both started laughing because everybody wants to because he's just a jerk.
Yeah, because the guy's a jerk.
He's just a jerk. So yeah, that was it. I like when games don't take themselves too seriously and they can make, some light situations and stuff. So yeah, I'm stoked, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. So all right, and then another game. I don't know if either one of you played this. I played the heck out of this game, dude, but I actually wound up playing most of it solo. We got the reveal for Grounded 2.
Man.
Like Grounded is a phenomenal survival crafting game that I think a lot of people have slept on. We were actually talking to a guy at FanFusion that loves survival crafting, and it's like we're talking Valheim, we're talking Satisfactory, we're talking Rust, and I like legitimately completely forgot about Grounded. Grounded is great. Did either one of you play Grounded?
I played Grounded. I played it solo for the most part, like you.
That's what I did too. We should have played, Ace. What the heck, man?
I wasn't invited at the time.
I wasn't invited either, apparently. So there we are, just both playing Grounded by ourselves.
Yeah, maybe we'll play Grounded 2 together.
Hey, there we go.
I think it's a super cool, unique crafting game. You're these kids who've been shrunk down into the garden, and you just kind of have to survive. And
yeah,
do you make friends with an ant?
Yeah, you can.
You do actually.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You can get
it. This is just Home Alone or Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
It's Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
In survival crafting form, and I think that might be what puts some people off. Is I think a lot of people go, "Oh, well, this is like a kid game."
Yes,
right? Like this is made for kids, and it's not, dude. Okay. Like it is such a good survival crafting game. It's got fantastic gameplay. It's got fantastic building, upgrades, progression, environments. I mean, discoveries, all that stuff, dude. Like I can't tout Grounded enough. And then we get Grounded 2, which looks even better. So I'm in, man. I'm in on this one for sure.
They got scorpions in Grounded 2. I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. I know. They had spiders in Grounded 1, and then now they got scorpions. And spiders don't bother me, but bro, I don't like scorpions, man.
No? Yeah. Do an ant scorpion battle.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, this one, Grounded was for a blind spot for me. I never checked it out, but I guess I didn't play a lot of survival crafting until I started playing with you, Josh. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. So if it's not like kind of campy and kiddie, and it is kind of has some grit and fun to it, then that seems awesome. I love back when I played a lot of Counter-Strike, I loved the rats maps. I'm sure Ace would too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I would love those.
But you're a shrunk character in like a kitchen or wherever, so it's like all big. It just gives a different viewpoint, which you don't see all that often. So I think it's cool.
Well, we'll all have to play Grounded 2 together, man, because I
think we'd have a great time.
Just got me thinking about Grounded, and then I was like, this game was fantastic, dude. So
how many players can play together?
What's that?
How many?
4 in regular Grounded. Grounded 2, I imagine at least be 4.
I'm pretty sure they showed at least 4 in the trailer too, like riding ants and running
it's
off.
It's the same protagonist from the first game are back again, so I imagine it's the same 4.
This is like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids again.
Yeah.
Like, but so. I'm very excited for that one. Another one that I'm super hyped for, we covered this one way back when we got just the kind of reveal trailer for it. We didn't really get to see a whole lot. That is a game called Blood of Dawnwalker. This game is made by some ex-CD Projekt Red devs, which, that's a good pedigree, we think.
Yeah.
Ryan, you made the joke earlier that maybe these are the devs that coded the PS4 release for Cyberpunk. So it's like, okay, well, maybe.
That was thank you for giving me credit, but that was also kind of a combo because that Ace said that, but I said it's the ones that got fired.
Yeah.
So,
I was
which
like,
is kind of both anyways, so.
If Blood of Dawnwalker is anything like it's looking like, I think maybe these aren't the reject devs, hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully not.
But I think this game looks great, dude. I love the vibe. I like vampires. I think they're a super cool, just kind of like creature anyway, with the lore and the mystery behind them and like how powerful they are. And you are a Dawnwalker, which is a vampire that I guess can survive in the sunlight or something like that.
Like Blade.
This looks dark. It looks gritty. It looks violent. You can tell it has like some Witcher DNA to it with the characters in the gameplay. I am amped for this one, dude. We didn't get to see a ton of gameplay again in this one. A lot of it was just cinematic trailer and stuff. But man, this game I am super excited for.
I don't know how I feel about this one, man. Like,
thank God I'm not alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
what is it?
I don't know, man. It just felt so boring looking to me. Just the combos and the art style and just vampires. Again, it feels like every vampire game feels the exact same.
Name like 3 vampire games, Ace, not counting Vampire Survivors.
Well, Vampire Survivors is not the exact same. It is a
I know.
It's not a
but what's a vampire game? I don't know that many vampire games.
Redfall, Vampire.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Vampire is fairly liked by a lot of people.
I don't know, man. I just don't.
Wait, that's Masquerade Bloodlines. Yeah, that's Vampire. That game's actually pretty beloved by.
Is it? Okay, I thought that one flopped for some reason. Maybe it's just I just don't mesh with vampires.
This just in, Ace hates vampires.
Yeah, you know why? Because vampires eat rats when they're really hungry.
Yeah, maybe it is that.
Honestly, though,
like, you leave my rats alone.
Where did vampires get these weaknesses that are so dumb? Like, ooh, garlic.
Probably from like the Van Helsing stories, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, everything's got to have a weakness, right? Because otherwise it's just boring and dumb if it's all powerful, like a certain villain in a recent movie that was way overrated.
Oh, don't you dare.
I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. Don't worry. I'm just saying,
dare.
those that know. That was a dumb villain. It's stupid. You can't have an all-powerful villain that can just do whatever the heck they want. That's boring. All right, boys. Well, we'll see more. We'll see more of Blood of Dawnwalker. Hopefully, I really would like to see more gameplay and how the game actually is played. We always say that's kind of the telltale sign there, and we don't quite have enough of that yet. We don't really have a whole lot more to cover. I mean, guys, Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Oh, boy.
I know there's probably 8 million people out there that are like, heck yeah, bro, Call of Duty, another one. Yeah. Let me give him my $70. And it's like, dude, we just had Black Ops 6. We covered it. It's fine. But it's like every other Call of Duty every single year. And I know people are raging right now. It's like, bro, new guns and new zombie mode and new this and new that. But it's like, this is just Madden 22, 23, 24, 25.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 22, 23, 24, 25.
It's gotten as bad as Ubisoft with the Assassin's Creed releases every year. Dude, it's just like, it's getting old. It
is old, but it's like, but Ubisoft is trying to make new games.
This is
true.
true.
And then people go like, oh, these are just the same old. Just lean into it, Ubisoft. Do whatever. Do what Madden is doing. Do what Call of Duty is doing.
Just reskin it all and throw in ads.
Exactly. Don't pretend like you're making me a new game and then just be like, this is just the same game,
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, Black Ops, they're on a Black Ops 6? And then I just thought of the Now That's What I Call Music or whatever CDs. They're like on like Now That's What I Call Music, like 80 97 or something. Kids Bop 92.
Yeah,
It's
47.
I'm like, in like 10 years, that's where we're going to be at with Call of Duty.
Yeah. And you need the old commercial where it's scrolling the screen with all the songs on there, but it's just like with machine guns and SMGs.
All the
and
attachments
zombies
and
mode,
everything.
and hide and seek or seek and destroy or whatever. Yeah, just everything just scrolling by. And it's like, this is the same thing it's always been.
Yep.
Ninja Gaiden 4.
Ooh, this one looked good.
I think Ninja Gaiden 4 looks incredible. I'm going to
yeah.
say this right now because there's going to be people that are going to ask us about this. I think Ninja Gaiden 4 looks fantastic.
I agree.
I know myself. I will probably never actually wind up playing Ninja Gaiden 4 as much as that breaks my heart, as much as I think this game looks great. It's just one of those things where it's like, this is going to come out around some other game that I'm more interested in or something like that. And I'm just going to be like,
hack and slashes aren't your thing?
I like hack and slash, man. Like, I just played the Stellar Blade demo, and I think that's great. Like, I like that action combat, but it's just like, if you've played one, you've played them all for the most part.
That's fair. That's why I always go back to Devil May Cry whenever I try another hack and slash.
Because why not play one of the best ones, right? Like, yeah, so I don't know. This is no shade against Ninja Gaiden 4, dude. I think this game looks fantastic. I love the art style. I love that we got Ninja Gaiden again. I love how crazy and over the top the combat looks. It's just I just, like I said, I know myself, and this is a game I'll probably never play.
It'll be
do
like,
you guys feel the same way?
I do, or
unfortunately.
Ghost of Yote. Like, what am I going to play, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I feel you, man.
So, again, no shade to Ninja Gaiden 4.
I'd rather play The Messenger.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I get that.
I'm stoked
one
for
game,
it, though.
I will say this. One game, I hinted at it in the beginning. I'd never played the original, but Super Meat Boy 3D?
Okay.
Guys.
Dude, this looks incredible.
Yes, it does. It looks fantastic, man. Like, this is the 3D platformer that it's like I've been craving, except it's just going to kick me in the berries over and over and over again. You know what I mean? To where I'm like, I'm going to freaking hate this game. But it's like, but I'm excited to hate this game, man.
And they did so well taking that like crude 2D art style from Meat Boy and translating it into these 3D graphics where they kept like the almost comedic gore of Meat Boy while also keeping it incredibly difficult looking, I will say.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like you are just trying to work your way through, a variety of torture chambers that are just there to make your life miserable. But the art style, the speed at which this game plays, the variety of ways that you can die horrifically, like, I don't know, dude. Maybe it's like the old nostalgia of like the Nintendo games being really hard with these platformers or something. But I was watching this trailer and my brain was just like kind of geeked out, dude. I was like, I want to play this game, man.
Dude, it looks incredible.
I'm there with you. Like, I never played the first one, so this is my first kind of exposure to it, and like, it looks awesome. I mean, almost I was getting those kind of Astrobot, crisp,
I did too.
color
like,
vibes. The look was amazing. I love. There's like saw blades on the sidewall, and you're like wall running, and then he drops into him and just like his mush on the blades.
Oh,
it just turns to junk. You're like, oh man. So even when you die, it's kind of funny.
Wasn't the thing with Super Meat Boy is that you would die 1,000 times, but it reset you so quickly that you could just kind of
keep going and going
right.
with like no pause
that
in
loading
between
screen, right?
That's
the thing that kind of breaks the immersion where it's like, okay, I failed. Now spend 60 seconds loading. Okay, you're back at the start of the level and I whiffed my first jump. Okay, well now it's 60 seconds loading and then you're back. Like,
and then
that was the cool thing about Meat Boy was just that instant boom, respawn, go again kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and when you beat a level, then you got to see all your past lives attempt the level. You got to see them all die.
Right? They have to do that. That's like their calling card. I hope
it's so
they do
great.
That anyway.
I love it.
Yeah. So I mean, chalk this one up Xbox Game Showcase, in my opinion.
Yeah.
PlayStation, bro, I don't know why you even did a state of play, in all honesty. I feel like this one was completely forced. You didn't really have a lot of cool games to show off.
You had nothing.
I mean,
honestly,
that's my opinion. So, hey, the other beautiful thing about this is a lot of the Xbox Showcase games are Game Pass day one.
Yeah,
so good.
Again,
yeah, that's
again.
Big. That's
so
huge.
it's like we're eating, boys. You know what I mean? They're coming to Xbox. They're coming to PC. They're freaking included in Game Pass. I mean, this is just a win after win. I love PlayStation. Again, I mean, no shade to PlayStation at all, but I just feel like PlayStation's trying to play catch up a little bit right now, and Xbox has been crushing it with these games.
What a turnaround, by the way.
Yeah,
right? I mean, it is.
I feel like a year ago, like me and you, Josh, were talking like, man, what is Xbox and
literally-
Microsoft gonna do? Like, I
we
feel
literally
like, yeah,
said, why would anybody own an Xbox right now?
yeah.
Yep.
You know,
And now it's like, oh my, like the stuff you get, you know, I don't know if I think I've told the story, but just I upgraded to the package for the everything on the Xbox for the Game Pass and Ultimate or whatever it's called.
Ultimate.
And my daughter came out, she's like, Dad, there's like so many games on here. This is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Xbox has found their kind of zone and they're staying in it and they are making that zone fantastic, man.
Yeah.
PlayStation will answer. I mean,
for sure.
I have all the faith in the world that they're going to release freaking God of War, you know,
They got the
3
exclusives,
or something
man,
like
for
that.
sure.
That's going to blow
God
the
of
world's
War,
mind. GTA 6
Uncharted,
next year.
something.
GTA 6. I mean, you know, so they're not in any danger or anything, but Xbox has definitely pulled ahead in this race a little bit as well. So. All right, everybody, listen, there's a lot of games to cover. I know that we didn't touch on a lot of games, so I know there's people that are going, well, what about this game? You guys didn't talk about that one. You didn't talk, like, there's just too many. I mean,
Yeah.
There's just too many games to cover. We kind of wanted to cover the games that we thought were most interesting or deserved to be talked about or something like that. But if we missed one that you're super excited for, leave us a comment. We read every single comment on the episodes that people leave. We respond to almost every single comment that people leave. So if you're excited about a game that we didn't talk about, we want to hear about it. If you think maybe we whiffed and it should be on our radar, tell us why. We're gamers just like you. You know, just because we don't talk about a game or we know about a game doesn't mean that we're not excited to play a game if somebody's making a recommendation to us or something like that as well.
yeah.
So
Make
sure you leave a comment. Let us know what you are excited for. Let us know what you thought about the PlayStation State of Play versus the Xbox Game Showcase. If you're not following us already, take a second right now to hit that follow button, that plus button, so that you get all of our episodes the day that they release. We're doing 5 episodes a week now, boys.
Baby.
Yeah, man.
You know, the people wanted more content,
tired.
and we're giving them more content. I know, right? Like, I'm sitting here. You can tell Ryan and I are struggling, man. Like, we're still so tired from Fan Fusion, but it's like, bro, we gotta give the people their episodes, man.
Give them
So
what they want. And
No, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know.
yeah, I know
This
you
guy,
are.
yeah.
Ace.
You'll see next year, buddy.
Yeah.
If you want to not only leave a comment, but you want to actually talk to us, you should head on over to our Discord. Let us know, you know, what we missed and what you think about it and why we should be excited. And we'd happily hop on. We're in there every single day talking with everybody. Links to that are in all of our show descriptions. You can hop on over. It is an oasis in gaming. It was so fun to talk about it too with everybody at Fan Fusion. I know Josh as well enjoyed it, and see their faces kind of light up when you say, you know, there's no toxicity. It's just an oasis of gaming, and everyone has a good time and drops in on Helldivers or drops in on Night Rain or all these other games. So definitely come over and check it out. Like I said, we're in there every single day talking it up.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Until next time, happy gaming.
See ya!
Peace out.